Good morning, good afternoon. Today's Monday, December 3rd, 2018, and we're doing the morning business headline commentary. Alright, looking at the big news now, we're experiencing a little bit of the holiday season with the truce being called on a trade dispute between Beijing and Washington, D.C. So we're experiencing a somewhat of a rally, probably due to the extended holiday season, to encourage more economic activities in buying more merchandises and also lowering of fuel costs. That's what I'm sensing a little bit. So that may be good. So we see diversification may be the name of the game with these tobacco companies. As ulterior, which owns Marlboro, a cigarette brand, is looking to buy Cron, as a symbol, CRON. This may lead to a lot of consolidation of takeovers, as these tobacco and competing tobacco companies looking to diversify. We haven't noticed any health consequences as bad as tobacco from knowing people that smoke marijuana, weed. So we haven't noticed any traditional health effects that long-term smokers of tobacco did. So that may be a really good pivot for tobacco companies into entering the legalization of marijuana weed. So we see, as you can tell from over the last 2 weeks, the legalization at Massachusetts led to $1 million company at a very short amount of time buying little bit amounts of very little bit amounts of marijuana weed, very little bit, but packaging is much bigger than the actual product itself. So that's a great business to get in. That's just getting legalized. All right, so a little bit of a lot of weed stock news. So you can tell this business will be really expanding majorly as it's being regulated to smaller amounts of business right now. But the future is very well looking at it. So you see a truce being called between US and China. So it means good stuff for business locally, internationally, and globally. As not too much rise in cost for the consumers. If you buy $100 right now, you pay 110. So that's reasonably acceptable because that's within the range of sales tax. If you buy stuff in the New York State, or including New York City, you're paying about 8 to 9, nearing 9% tax, sales tax. So basically, if you want to calculate how much you gotta pay in sales tax, just move a decimal place to 1 to the left, which gives you a 10% estimation. So I guess it's pretty okay in terms of sucking it up in terms of paying high taxes. Whereas within 10%, that's good enough in a lot of considerations. So you see, like Boeing's, I don't know about you, I'm sensing they're like in a, because that's like always number one in aerospace. They're due to be experiencing attacks, illegitimate attacks for diversity or for other matters. That's not truly diversity. If you're a global company, true diversity means that you're recruiting from Europe, you're recruiting from North Asia, Asia, South Asia, East Asia, like, in North America and South America. That's true diversity in a global company, not the stuff that you hear locally in the United States. And I'm seeing that, some legitimate, skillful engineers have bolted to other companies because they're experiencing illegitimacy in a lot of these new recruitments. So you see, like, because the engineering are experiencing a lot of these problems. All right, let's go to CNBC. Alrighty, so you see like over 200-point rise in the Dow Jones following the truce being called. So everything's following suit in that general trend, which I see leading up to, the bonus season of many industries beyond just the Christmas time, which we see a lot of the performance of Christmas sales will probably be dependent on these the stock market, the fuel costs, and a general euphoria of people wanting to get in the spirit and spend money or distribute money. So you see the Hang Seng very euphoric, rising nearly 700 points. Same thing with Nikkei. Oil going to 52.50 area, so it's not bad. Gold experiencing a little bit euphoria as well. Better economy, so they think it's in demand for gold as well. It's a holiday season. So we see H.W. Bush, the remembrance for the 41st president after Reagan. Oh yeah, the stock market will close on Wednesday to some mourning day for the 41st president. So, a little bit like that. Canned goods and peanut butter is a art indicator of the economy, indicator for the economy. When the economy is doing bad, they usually have rise in sales of peanut butter. So that may follow a little bit with tuna, which is like, very affordable, like peanut butter. All right, I sense that, there's some major news, like the rioting in France due to significant rise in taxes for fuel. I sense that more recently now that the French have a lot of very poor people. And I observed it. I mean, compared to other people from other places, the French hasn't been tipping that well. Right? That's what I observed. And they were like very good at investigating the cheapest way to visit New York City. So it's maybe a changing of the time with France as more and more revelation has been revealed that they actually need good schooling and good engineering to create, legitimate quality products and not just fashion. That's just a little bit light opinion on my end. That's it, and may change over time. So we have opinions from both sides that the 90-day delay would lead to anything. Yes, you can argue one way, you can argue another way. Yeah, you take one side, you're 50-50 right. 50-50 chances of having right. So we see like Amazon being strike on, just like in Europe now here in Long Island City. As I mentioned previously, I do recommend Amazon to consider Manhasset, New York, and Great Neck, New York area. They will realize that why I meant it that way, as they experience more and more in the near coming months of what I meant, as they experience in actuality of doing business in New York City and the differences of doing business a little bit outside New York City. All right. Ford is concentrating on the money makers right now. They won't be selling the lower end cars, and they're concentrating on the big cars, big trucks that have the EV versions and the hybrid versions. So this is a good market segmentation on their part. All right, today's Monday, December 3rd, 2018, and we're doing the morning business headline commentary. Something I know, I do have Indian followers and Chinese business followers. India's Modi went for a big hug on Amazon after my dated video featuring Amazon when it was 500 and 600 bucks a share. For those that follow my commentaries, they probably still make over almost triple in the money if they follow my commentary on Amazon and my other commentaries as well. Also, I do have Chinese business followers. After my dated video of remix video cars, music video cars on supercars. I do notice my followers decide to buy out Germany's robotics firms after I feature these robotics arms in the videos, in my music videos. Something I'll also note, I did mention to several of my Japanese friends that they should move the country's power plant to the west coast or midwest coast. I thought about it. I thought about it for a while, and I think no possible tsunami, which they haven't been able to solve yet, would be originating from the west side of the island of Japan. So they have solved the earthquake shakes with their large buildings. You haven't seen any large building that have shaken down from any earthquake more recent times because of better engineering. So the only thing they haven't solved is the tsunami situation from earthquakes or around earthquake events. So my recommendation to them is to move their power plants to the west coast or midwest coast, and we'll see how this idea develops and within the consideration of legitimate help for their citizens, which is over 100 million people. So that's a little bit of my commentary, three of them. Um, you know, so today's Monday, December 3rd, 2018, and happy holidays. And, enjoy and participate in the fun stuff in the economy and have fun. Happy trading, everybody.